What is up, YouTube? It is Baseball Nerds back with another MLB The Show video. Today's video is Conquest 101. I'm going into the USA map because it's the biggest and I feel like probably the most tedious one, especially that we have right now, and it's a good learning point to learn on. So I'm just going to kind of break it down how you do Conquest, how I do Conquest, and what I think you guys should do to beat this map as quickly as possible and just kind of, without as much headache as possible. So first things first, just to get into this, Conquest is a turn-based game. There's 4 different phases. There's reinforce, attack, move fans, and steal fans. Maybe not in that order. Quick here, you can look at the goals by pressing triangle. You have to acquire fans, steal fans. It adds up. Pretty much looks like you got to conquer all the territories. You get little stub and Conquest prospect packs for completing and beating each division as you take over those 5 teams. In the end, you have to acquire 250 million fans, 250 territories, all the strongholds and all the territories on the map. But at the end of the day, if you want to beat this whole thing, as far as steal fans go, you only have to steal 15 million fans. So if you play on All-Star, that's 3 million per steal. So that's only 5 times you have to steal fans. So that's good to know. But basically, starting off here, click on your territory. Mine doesn't have a logo because I haven't set anything up yet. But I like to surround my territory and give myself a little bankment of protection. I just think it's nice in case any guys try to come over and steal from me or take me out. So now we have gone around our stronghold completely, and I'm going to work my way up and to the left. I used to go to the right because there's so many territories. I like to go over there and try to conquer as many as fast as possible. But now I feel like the move is to stack up as many free territories as you can to up your fan count, because every 3 spots you take over, you get another million fans on every turn. So I like to take over as many free spots as I can before people start trying to take over my spots. And plus, with everybody over there, I feel like they kind of fight each other and kind of keep each other at bay, to where the Colorado Rockies, the Diamondbacks, the A's, and the Mariners up there like to take over a lot of this upper territory. So I like to try to hop over here and take over. But one of the key things is when you're moving around, you don't want to move in a single path. You don't want to just, go one man by himself and just send out a string. You kind of want to build up a 2 or 3 layer flock, I guess, as you move across the map. Because at any point, if I get way out there towards the Mariners and I only have a single file line, if they come in and they take over one of my territories and it cuts me off from my stronghold, I can't move. You have to be connected to one of your strongholds to move your flock. So that's a big thing you got to remember right there. So now we have the steal fans phase. If you just click X anywhere, you can pick any fan base, any team, and you can steal from them. Like I said, rookie you get 1 million, veteran 2 mil, All-Star 3, Hall of Fame 4, and Legend 5. I would recommend playing on All-Star. If you are newer to the game, maybe play on Veteran or even Rookie if you want to. It doesn't matter. I'll play most of these on All-Star just so I only have to play it 5 times. You can kind of be strategic with who you want to steal from. I might steal from the Rockies first just so I can take over them easier when I get done loading up this side of the map. I'm not going to steal fans here just for this tutorial. You can skip any phase just by pressing the options button, and you can skip to reinforce. So I'm going to reinforce the outermost territory I have here. And now we get to move fans. So move fans, I'm not going to use it here, but if I wanted to, say if I reached out all the way to the left and I took over a bunch of the map, but now there was the Twins coming at me and I wanted to move fans over here, I could click on this guy that I have 4 fans on and move fans over here and just add them over there. I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to move as far this way as I can, so I'm just going to skip it right now, but that's how you move fans. Getting to reinforce again, and now we got 5 million fans. Skip to attack phase, and we're just going to keep moving up to this corner. You can see every time I reinforce now, I get an extra million fans. That's because I'm taking over at least 3 territories, like I said. That's a big one. The more territories we take over right now, the more fans we get. This will probably be our final hidden reward right there. As you guys may or may not know, there's hidden rewards around the map. So either XP, stubs, or free packs. Just when you land on a spot like that, you just get it right there free, no problem. So that's cool too that they add those in to help keep you, motivated through the tediousness that is Conquest. Okay, this is a good moment to show you guys how to simulate through the territories. So any territory that's held by another team but isn't their stronghold, like these ones right here you see by the Mariners, you can simulate those games. You don't have to play them. The only games you have to play are when you're taking over another team's stronghold where their logo is. And so I would never play any other game besides those, because you don't want to play more than you have to. You already got to play 30 games and then 5 at least to steal fans. So yeah, I would not play any more than you have to. So I'll show you how to simulate here. You click on your team, and then I would only do this as well if you have at least 1 to 2 more million fans than the other team, probably 2 million at least, because sometimes the simulation isn't very good. But that's last year. Maybe it's better this year. 5 to 1. We lost 1 million. We lost 2 million, and then we won. So see, sometimes simulation, it's whatever. Sometimes you could start off with a lot more fans and you end up losing. But we won there, so that's a good sign. So I normally said I don't use moving fans very often, but I see that one open spot up top between us and the Twins, and so I think I'm gonna end up clicking on this and moving just one fan over here so I can take over that free spot. Why not? Why not get an extra territory under our belts? So there we go. And now we have nowhere to move except for simulating games. So the way I kind of like to go about taking over territories and strongholds is I like to cut people off. I like to cut off a part of the map and then work my way into that part that I cut off and take them over. So what I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to come down here along the A's stronghold, their territories, and cut off into here onto the coast. That'll give me a line straight over here, cutting this off, and then I can move in, take over the A's, take over the Giants, and then take over the Mariners. And then I'll have control of this whole corner of the map, and then I'll probably from there maybe start at this point, come down all the way down here, and then work my way in, take over the Padres, the Dodgers, and the Angels. Okay, now as you can see, I have my team highlighted here in red. Looks a little funky, but we made our way down into the bottom left corner, below the A's and the Giants. So now what I will do is I'll build up like a crust of protection on the outside of my Conquest map, facing the Rockies, the Dodgers, and the Angels down there, and even the Twins up here. And from there, once I build that crust up a little bit, I'm going to work my way in here, simulate all of these games up until this top left corner. Once this is all red, then I'm going to go ahead and fight the strongholds. So you can see here when I go to fight the A's, I have 4 million fans, they have 10 million. So the easiest difficulty I can play on is Hall of Fame. I don't want to do that. I want to be playing on All-Star or Veteran. You can get it to Veteran. All-Star I think is low enough to beat them. If not, just go ahead and work your way to Veteran. The more fans you get, the more you stack up your fans, the easier your fights will be. So you can always just take over all these territories and then keep reinforcing one spot around a certain stronghold until you get enough fans there to play them on Veteran, and then you take them over. I kind of go from this top left corner down here, down to towards Houston and Texas, and then to the bottom right corner of the map, and then up to the top right, and then anything in the middle here I have to finish up at the end. That's kind of how I work my way around the map, doing that chunk by chunk. I'll steal fans here and there because you do have to get 15 million stolen fans, but the biggest goal is to take over all the territories. The simulating of games and taking over the map, I feel like takes the longest. The 3-inning games aren't that bad. You go in on Veteran or All-Star, you score 3 or 4 runs, and then you can honestly bunt your way to the end if you score 3 or 4 runs in the first inning or two, because on that kind of difficulty, you probably shouldn't give up 5 or 6 runs. So 3 or 4 should be enough to get you to bunt through the rest, and the game shouldn't take too long there. And then that's all you have to do. Take over the map, and you will finish all of the goals. As long as you steal the 15 million fans, you'll get a Walter Johnson, a bunch of stubs, XP, a bunch of packs, all the prospect packs, which are all gold prospects for each division, and then your 82 Bryce Harper, Conquest winner nameplate, and 89 overall Albert Pujols, which is really cool. I'm an Angels fan, so I love Pujols. This is his Cardinals card, his rookie 2001 card, but he can play first, third, right, or left, so that's pretty cool. I love his swing, and you conquer all of the territories. You get 3,500 stubs and 10 packs. So it's a great thing to grind, especially no money spent, especially the beginning of the season. I had a few tips I want to throw in here before I wrap this up. One thing here is just, if you see this path that I'm taking with my orange little marker here, it weaves in and out to where I'm never touching another stronghold. If I come over here to this one or this one, I'm going to be touching the Diamondbacks, and they could easily take me over because they have 13 million fans on their stronghold. Same thing with the Padres or the Dodgers. So when I come down here, I'm going to want to shoot this, so I'm still 1 away from the Padres and the Dodgers the whole time. So they can't hit me with their stronghold where they have 13 million fans each. So that's another little key piece there. I'm going to do that as I work my way down, then work my way back build up a shell, and then take over those strongholds. And I'll work my way around the whole map doing that. And one more thing I wanted to throw in here, when you do get to a point when you're going to face a team here and you get it to where you can play on all-star or veteran, wherever you want to get to, you get to pick your starting pitcher. The nice thing about this is, even if you have, maybe a diamond starting pitcher and then 3 golds and a bronze, take your worst gold, your 4th best starting pitcher, because now you will face the A's 4th best starting pitcher. Whatever pitcher you pick in your rotation, you'll get the same number pitcher in their rotation. So if you want to take the 4th or 5th best starting pitcher on their team, take the 4th or 5th best on your team. That'll give you an easier shot at beating that team for whatever stronghold you're trying to take over. So yeah, guys, I know you can't see the whole map complete yet. It's going to take a little bit. It is tedious, but this is a good start for me. I think this is my strategy last year. It worked out pretty well, and I think it'll work out well for you guys this year. I hope this helps, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and come back for some more tips and tricks. I will be doing this hopefully all year. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.